Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Now, Big Blue Madness is going on tonight, but the most important faces in the crowd may not be the people on the floor, but the people in the stands who are deciding whether or not to come play for Kentucky. Now, we have a look at this list, which had promised to be one of the largest appearances from UK recruits during Calipari's tenure. Lee, there's a lot of names on there, but I want to focus on a couple. Let's start with Bol. That's Manute Bol's kid, 7'3", can shoot threes, very versatile. He's the kind of kid I just want to have just to see how a player like that plays.
I just want to hear Tom Lee say Bol.
That's all you care about.
Yeah, but no, he is exciting. You know, you think about the pedigree that he's got, because his dad was pretty good, who didn't grow up in a basketball world.
No, and learned to play basketball kind of when he was here. Yeah.
Very late. And this kid, though, it's been his whole life, so I am excited about that.
One of the things that was interesting about Manute, his dad, was because he had played soccer growing up in Africa. He had great footwork for a guy that big, even though he's kind of slow. Well, his kid has that same footwork, but is not slow. He could be a revolutionary player if he kind of gets the skill set, because his talent is amazing.
That would be so fun.
It really would. Now, Darius Garland is a guard that's coming here. He's part of these three guards, along with Quentin Grimes and Keldon Johnson. I think Kentucky will take one of them. Darius Garland can do a lot. He can shoot. I think the thing that we like from him, if you're Kentucky, is on a team full of guys that are explosive, he can still get it done from outside.
And to me, you know more about this than I do, he's one of those, as Cal likes to say, positionless players.
Could play the two guard. Anywhere. You could play the two guard, could go up to a four, a small four. I think that's what Cal really likes because, I mean, on this team, he's got a ton of those guys.
Yeah, and if it's interchangeable and whatever the season becomes, whether you get injuries or you're just trying to find a different dynamic, man, it's good to have those kinds of weapons.
That's exactly right. Now, Zion Williamson has been a name that everybody's talked about forever, including on this show. A lot of us have been raising our eyebrows that he got measured at 6'5", 272 at the Colorado camp, and he looked a little pudgy, but still he's so explosive. I mean, Drake is going to be there tonight solely because of this kid.
Really?
Well, I mean, he would argue it was here for, but let me just tell you, Drake's coming because of Zion Williamson.
So, because I have heard a lot of people are very excited about this kid.
Well, here's the thing. He is a YouTube superstar. I mean, you know, like you talk about social media celebrities. This is a kid that at 15, YouTube videos had him dunking. Drake wore Zion Williamson jerseys on stage for rap concerts.
Wow.
So you get him at Kentucky, there's a rock star element, and you know, Lee, Cal kind of likes that, don't you think?
Of course he likes it, because how do you resist that? I'm always amazed at a kid, and I don't know, I'm sure there's an example, but I can't think of one who's been to Big Blue Madness and thought, nah.
There are a few, but it's rare because of how well they do.
And
now,
maybe it's because they're overwhelmed.
Yes. Now, there's a young guy I want you to watch, too, James Wiseman. This is the #1 player in the country from the next class. This kid's coming to UK. Just go ahead and put it down. He's from Memphis. Dad grew up in Memphis, was a Memphis fan. This guy, he's going to be the best player in next year's class, and I think Kentucky gets him. He's making his first UK visit tonight.
Yeah, where do you find him, though? What position on the
He's
floor?
kind of a 6'9" guy all over the place. James Wiseman will be an absolute superstar. To me, he's the next otherworldly player that Kentucky could get, and he's from Memphis, so it's perfect for Kentucky.
When these kids, then they come, I mean, what is their routine before and after as far as Big Blue Madness?
They each get kind of assigned with a player, and they hang out with them, and then the players take them on campus. They go to Tony's for dinner. I mean, it's kind of a similar thing. But the key thing, though, is they show them what practices are like. And then Cal meets with them after and says, do you think you can do this? Well, if you do, come here. If you don't, don't. And that's what happens. Now, when we come back, more topics across the world, including non-basketball, since Big Blue Madness is going on. We'll take a break and be right back. This is Hey Kentucky.